show is Misbehaving is Fun, where I talk about real people, real problems, and real drama. And contrary to popular belief, celebrities are real people too. I hope you all are doing fine. Today is Monday, June 1st, 2026. It is beautiful and sunny, and I am in the big state of New Mexico en route to California. God, I don't know why it's taking me so long to get back home. But at any rate, imagine my surprise when I get pulled over by Officer Casillas. Child, he up here trying to Sandra Bland me. Now, what I mean by that is, uh, I would have to do another video where I'm in front of a desk where I'm comfortable and warm because this impromptu video right here, it's holding me back because I need to be on this highway. I need to get back to California. But at any rate, I was driving, get pulled over. So Officer Casillas tells me, I ask him, why did he pull me over? He tells me I was speeding. I was doing 107. And well, first he says I was speeding. I tell him I wasn't speeding. The speed limit is 75. He tells me I was doing 170 miles per hour in a 75. So I proceeded to then ask him questions because I wanted to know where did you clock me doing 107 miles? So anyway, he tells me it was about a mile and a half back from where he pulled me over. I'm like, a mile and a half back. Okay. I said, so what did you use to clock me? He said, it's radar gun. So at any event, he became irritated, upset, told me to give him my driver's license. I told him, I had some questions, and so I would just like the questions answered. He told me that's not how this works. I told him, well, yes, it does. This is America. I am a United States citizen, and we are in New Mexico. So ordinarily, people ask questions. So that's what I'm doing. I'm asking a question. So he tells me, give me your driver's license and your registration and proof of insurance. So I tell Officer Casillas, I tell him, I said, I would like the information on that radar that you used, that you said you clocked me speeding when I was not speeding. I said, and he said he didn't have to give me that. I said, well, I don't feel comfortable giving you my driver's license. I said, could you please have a supervisor come out here to the scene? He tells me it's going to be a wait. I told him that's fine. I'm willing to wait. So then he changes and says, there is no supervisor. Okay, now that's fishy to me. He tells me give him my driver's license and then he will provide me the answers to the questions that I have. I told him no, I have no problem giving you my driver's license. However, I would like my questions answers first before I give you my driver's license because I don't feel safe. So, child, this officer tells me, give him my driver's license or he'll pull me out the car. Baby, full stop. Hold up. Wait a minute. Baby, I told him, I said, excuse me? I said, so you're threatening to physically harm me and snatch me, pull me up out of this vehicle? Child, look. They didn't watch too many videos online or they didn't watch too many movies. I will not. Belita Williams, Belita Paulette Williams, to be exact, will not be allowing anybody to physically assault me. You will not violate my rights as a citizen of the United States and as a human and as a child of God. You will not. Baby, I am the wrong one to think that you are about to threaten. And I got my son up in here. Man, have you lost your mind? Baby, if you break a window or try to snatch me up out of a vehicle, I am fighting you back because in my mind, y'all, and it's not even just in my mind, it has been documented, shown, and proven that y'all will shoot black people, you murder them down in the street. They don't even have to be doing anything. They can be talking to you civilly, as was the case. In my case, I was talking very respectfully. I was just articulate and I was asking questions, which I'm sure many countless white men and white women do, as well as Jewish women and Jewish men do here in the United States of America. They ask questions when law enforcement pull them over. So I had them as well. But in my case, because I don't have the complexion for protection, they seem to deem our skin color to be a weapon in itself. He threatened to physically harm me by pulling me out the vehicle. Baby, bye. Did I curse at him? No, I did not. But what I did do, I started laughing because I said, this ain't nothing but the work of the devil. I said, I plead the blood of Jesus over this situation. Baby, I know this ain't nothing but the devil because you try to get me riled up, upset, so I can do something. So it'll cause me to have to spend the rest of my life in prison, and I'm gonna be the poster child because I didn't murder law enforcement. Little do they know, law enforcement violated and assaulted me. So I had every right to defend myself. I don't care if you're President Donald Trump. I don't even care if you're the governor Newsom of California or the governor here in New Mexico. I don't care who you are, law enforcement, FBI, CIA, anybody. If you put your hands on me, Belita Paulette Williams, if you put your hands on me to assault me, I have every right to defend myself, and I will defend myself. And I'm not afraid to die defending myself. See, that's the problem. Black folks up here, you're begging, you're crying, you're on your knees. These folks bopping you upside your head with that Billy Club, Silly Club. They tasing you, kicking you, stomping you, men grabbing young black girls by the throat, slamming them up on concrete and on top of cars, and y'all not even fighting back, baby. The devil is a liar. See, our God said we are supposed to be peaceful people, right? We seek a peaceful solution and resolution to conflict. However, if somebody put their hands on you, you have all authority to defend yourself by any means necessary, baby. You better get that right. But anyway, I done went on a tangent because y'all know I can get up on there and I can articulate and say what I'm gonna say. That's right, baby. My son back here waving his paper and humming along, saying, But my son was quiet, trying to see what was going on with Officer Casillas was acting a fool, acting a plumb fool. Then gonna tell me the radar gun. Now I had a question. I wanted to know, when was that radar gun last serviced? Officer Casillas tells me the radar gun was last serviced in 2002. I thought I didn't hear him correctly. Surely the man said at bare minimum 2022, 4 years ago. But I said, excuse me, did you say 2002? He said, yes, 2002, and it's fine. It works perfectly fine. I said, we are in year 2026. He said, there's nothing wrong with the radar gun. It's nothing wrong with it. It works. I said, you said it was last service in 2002 and it's in 2020. We in 2026. So it's been 24 years in past since the last time that radar gun was serviced. Lord have mercy. They out here issuing people speed tickets, and then they try and purposely find folks with out of state driver's tags, license plate, because they know we don't want to travel all the way back out here to New Mexico to fight some traffic ticket. Or most people will say, well, that's law enforcement. And that's what he told me. The devil is a lie. I told him I will gladly appear in court. And he said I go to court all the time. That's what he told me. And I didn't say the officer didn't go to court all the time, but I'm just letting you know I will be traveling back to New Mexico to attend court. And so he gave me a copy of my ticket, so I'm reading it, but he wanted to show me a little section that I could read. I know how to read. I said, sir, officer, I said, I'm a little uh impulsive, not compulsive, obsessive compulsive, where I have to read it for myself, everything on the paper. So I put on my spectacles, Lord, and that's another thing. I done lost my glasses. So I got these little bootleg glasses that I'm using. So anyway, I proceed to read the ticket. And so I noticed that the court date is on June 15th at 4 p.m. I said, well, isn't that odd? I said, because every court appearance I've shown up at, honey, it's in the morning. The court opens up at 8 a.m., no later than 8:30. Some of them open up at 7:30, but the judge wants you there at the start of the day. I said 4 p.m. That sounds like the end of the day. I said, now I don't know what type of tomfoolery is going on around here, but I know one thing, that don't look right. So he gives me my ticket. He gives me a copy of it. I take a photo of the one I signed and gave it back to him. And so I sat in the car and I said my little prayer. I prayed. I had the woosah, because I said, Lord, everything is coming up against me, but I trust in you. I don't doubt you. And I have no fear. Because at one point, I had my window like on the all the windows like rolled up. It was down just a third of the way, but he needed proof. I told him that this is a rental car, and he can run the license plate and it'll show that it's insured and it's registered, but he said it won't show my name. So what I did, my rental agreement was sent to me through the mail, and so not the email rather. So what I did is went into my email and opened it up so he can see it. And then I said to myself, girl, why you acting like you afraid? How you gonna be afraid if you a child of God and you said you trust in God and you don't fear no man, no demon, no witch, no warlock, that you only fear God? So why are you afraid of this man, of Officer Casillas? So child, I rolled the window down and went ahead and handed the man my phone, because I had to snap back to reality. I had to snap back to reality because I'm only afraid of God. But anyway, he looked, he gave me back my phone, and I did get the citation. And I went ahead, after praying and playing a little music, I went ahead and drove on, got back on the interstate and started driving. But what what bothered me is the fact that court is in today is the first, so it's in 14 days, June 15th, and the appearance time is at 4 p.m. I said that doesn't make any sense. Let me look at the address again on this ticket, on this citation, and let me go visit to see where I'm going to be going to appear before the magistrate. Child, baby, boom. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Child, when I tell you that town is run down, that town is run down. Baby, I get over to the magistrate office. The hours of operation are from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that confirms my suspicion. Why are you telling me I got a court date and the time to appear is at 4 p.m. if that's what time the magistrate office closed? So I said, that's strike number one. So anyway, I go on up in there, and I even went down to the clerk's office too. And child, their little detention center is called Quay County Detentional Facility. Child, the only thing that looked nice and new in that city is the police department. The police department looked nice and new, as well as the law enforcement vehicles look new. Everything else, baby, bless those folks. But honey, it don't look like no sign of life. That, oh, that's why I can't do no place without grass and trees. Grass and trees, greenery. That's a sign of life. That's a land that God has blessed. Anything that's barren, tumbleweeds, rocks, dirt, child, that's death to me. That's land that has been cursed. That's land that has been cursed. Something happened horrible, and God has cursed that land. I don't know what happened in the past, but it happened. But anyway, so I asked the lady, and so I'm already knowing by the Officer Casillas writing that ticket, that citation, it wouldn't automatically be in the system today, right now, because he has to finish his shift and turn it in or whatever, the rigmarole. But I just like to see what is the process. How do people move around? How do they respond? So anyway, the lady tells me she's all tatted up. And that's another thing. Back in the I hate to say in the old days because I sounded like my grandmother and my great granny when they would say back in the old days, this is what we used to do. But baby, back in the day, there was a time you could not wear tattoos. You couldn't have like your arms all exposed in a courtroom because that's supposed to be a professional setting. But everybody, I mean, all tatted up, legs, arms. But anyway, I done went on a tangent. Let's stay focused. So anyway, I just wanted to see what was the process. So she didn't ask me to write down my name and my date of birth, and I asked her if she could write it down because, honey, I'm not touching no pens. I don't know what's going on, baby. I don't know what's going on. I wasn't afraid, but something just didn't feel right about that area and the whole situation. So anyway, she said she didn't find anything. So she told me it takes 14 days before my name will show up in their system so that they could give me a court date. And I said, I said 14 business days? And she said, yes. I said, well, if that's the case, 14 business days, I said, well, then there's no way. How did he come up with a court date for me to appear on June 15th? And she said, well, she said, well, who were you arrested? Who gave you the citation? I said, the state police. And she said, oh, so it'll probably in a couple of days. Just wait 3 or 4 days. She said, well, try back next week. Give me a call next week and I can tell you. Well, my thing is, why I got to call somebody? Don't y'all got an internet service? Because I saw at the one building I went to, come to find out, I thought that was the courthouse. In the front, it looks like a courthouse, but on the right hand side of the building, apparently those are where all admin people are for law enforcement, like for the detention facility. So in the front, it looked like a courthouse, but actually it's the detention facility. And I saw a whole bunch of white men up in there on computers. So why I got to call back to find out when's my court date and time? I mean, I don't mind calling, but there should be a way to confirm it, like online, going to access county documents to see when my court date and time is. But anyway, Quay County, Quay, Quay County, that is something unique. But I wouldn't say it, it's unique to being here in America. But I am noticing that just like in cities, I don't know what they doing to the Hispanic people and the black communities, baby. Yeah, I mean, this area don't look too good. Don't look too good. But I seen a whole bunch of white folks, real pale and white. And that's something interesting too. Have y'all ever thought about that? If you live like people that live in Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, Texas, and some parts of California where it gets very hot and the sun is just beaming down. Have y'all not ever questioned and wonder why all these folks that's living in these areas are so pale? They have no color to them at all. I mean, almost there are some that are ghostly pale, like the color of paste. Like you could take flour, white flour, and mix it with water. And some of that color. Some even have like a hint, a tinge of gray to their color. In your cities, no matter where you're at here in the United States of America, look around. There are white people come in varying shades. You have some white folks that look a little pinkish, some that got a little red to them, some that are alabaster, some, white, but you can still see some redness in them. But some of them just hella pale. I mean, ghostly pale. Hell, one time I was running around telling folks, go get your blood work checked. Your hemoglobin is low because you look pale. Hell, that might be the sign of the folks that Lord have mercy. That might be a sign of these people. Them the kids, them the seeds of Satan, baby. Them the seeds of Satan, because they ain't got no life up in them. They ain't got no life. Lord have mercy. But look, we're gonna get back. So anyway, I posted a picture of the door, what it looks like. I will be appearing in person. I'm not doing nothing online. I'm appearing in person, uh, so we can address this issue. But I feel so bad, baby. That city is so impoverished. It, I know common sense would say it's easier just to go ahead, girl, just pay for the ticket. Why waste your time driving back, wasting gas, traveling to and from to come to New Mexico only to turn around and go back to California? But it's the principle of it. I'm not going to give in and pay for something. I would rather have my day in court. That's the common theme. Have your day in court. Do my research about New Mexico law and about this doggone radar gun that are used. How many other people has Officer Casillas written a citation for today, June 1st, 2026, off Interstate 40 heading west on using a radar gun, baby, that wasn't serviced, hasn't been serviced since 2002. Get into that. Baby, you got to get an oil change every 3,000 miles. If you're lazy, you might wait for 5,000 miles. Honey, you got to change your air filter at least every year in the house for the air conditioner. If you want to be good and extend the life of your product, every no more than 6 months, change that air filter. Honey, how are you issuing tickets to people using a radar gun that wasn't serviced? That last time it was serviced in 2002. Honey, I don't know what's going on, but I do know there are wicked people in high places. Everything happens for a reason. And I cannot wait until I make it back to California. I don't know why it's taking so long. It has never taken me this long to drive back to California. But honey, maybe I need to get off this damn Interstate 40 and hop on I-10 or I-20. You know what? That's what I think I'm gonna do. I need to go to the interstate that I know, because there's something about this I-40, and they said Interstate 40 was built on top of Interstate 66, and so there's a lot of history about Interstate 66. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to give y'all that update, tell y'all that. But honey, yeah, the man wanted to Sandra Bland me, baby. Rest in peace. Rest in heaven peacefully, Sandra Bland. Because, see, they snatched that woman out her vehicle in Texas, arrested her, and took her to jail. And then the next day, she was dead, found dead in the cell. They claimed that she was depressed and she hung herself. And that's a damn lie. And another thing, what Sandra Bland and I have in common, we are both from Chicago. I'm not saying nobody killing me, because baby, you not about to get me in any room or anywhere. Why I ain't got enough room to fight back? Because honey, if you kill me, I'm taking more than one person with me. I'm not gonna be the only one dying. And if y'all think y'all about to take my son, talk about we're gonna hold him hostage, we have your son, you calm down now and comply and lay down on the ground and put your hands behind your back. And you think I'm gonna do that? No, baby, because I know history has been shown repeatedly and proven. Y'all don't care about killing little black kids. Y'all not finna have me where I got my hands around my back and can't fight and defend me and my son. Hell, that mean y'all finna kill me and my son. So goddamn it, I'm going El Pollo Loco. Do you hear me? We gonna tear the precinct up. We gonna tear the city up, baby. We gonna tear the state up. Let me tell you. But baby, I guess that Officer Casillas, I don't know. I told him God bless you, because I just had to make sure I wanted to. I heard correctly. You were threatening to physically harm me by pulling me out of a vehicle. Baby, bye. Baby, bye. And boo. Baby, bye and boo. Not with me. Not with me, baby. Not with Belita Paulette Williams. Nobody. I don't authorize nor give anybody any authority to put their hands on me. I won't put my hands on you. Therefore, you will not be putting your hands on me. You talk and speak to me respectfully, I will speak to you respectfully. You treat me as a human being, I will treat you as a human being. See, this relationship is reciprocal. We as Black people need to get into the habit of teaching people how to carry and conduct themselves when they're interacting with Black people, because all of us are not lost and we have not lost our way and we are not animals, although social media and reality television loves to show people that image of us. That is not us. We are intelligent people, we are beautiful people, we are wise people, we are kind people, we are peaceful, and we love everyone. No matter what they show you or tell you, don't believe the hype. There are Black women that love Black men. There are Black men that love Black women. There are Black families. There are Black entrepreneurs. There are Black educators, Black geniuses, Black creators. There's beauty in our community. No matter what they tell us, no matter what they try to show us, we are not what they say we are. And we are not what those who are lost in our community are showing them us to be. All we can do is pray for those that are lost. That's all we can do. And what we need to do is find other Black people like you and I, like-minded, that want our community to exceed and excel, to live in an atmosphere or community of peace, healthy food, healthy lifestyle, environment, a tribe, a community of unity amongst our people. So we can't save everybody. I already know that, but I'm going to still pray for them fools, because one day, hopefully, Jesus, they'll turn around and come on back. But baby, get into your Bible. If anything, bare minimum, please follow God's law. Please do it. Please do that so you can remain shielded. But hey, y'all, I'm your girl, MsBehaven. And the name of the channel is MsBehavenisfun, where I talk about real people, real problems, and real drama. And contrary to popular belief, celebrities are real people too. Baby, this is my life. Misbehaving life, baby. My life. It's not a scam, skit. Baby, it's 100% reality. Baby, you have to laugh from cry to avoid crying, but there's no reason to cry, because ain't nobody died. Ain't nobody died. That's the only time y'all should be crying, is when somebody died, or it's tears of joy. Tears of joy. But I'm not crying, I'm laughing. Be good to yourself, be good to each other, be patient, be kind, and be a blessing to Black people, because we all we got. These people know what they owe us, they know what they've stolen from us, and they know who we are. They sit back and laugh because there are many of us that don't know who we are. We don't believe it. But I am a child of God, and I was created in my Father's image, honey. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, and God gives me power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. So nothing by any means shall harm me or mine. All right, y'all. Y'all hit like, dislike if it rubs you the wrong way, because ain't nobody mad but the devil. And if you find yourself being mad at anything that I had to say, that Misbehaving had to say, that Belita Paulette Williams had to say, child, the devil is you. Have a beautifully blessed day. Subscribe. And if you ain't scared, share the video. Share the video, baby.